They've already got the Division I crown. Can Vic West make it a double and score their third Sir John Jackson Cup in a row? Hello, everyone. My name is Roturo. Glad to be with you here at Starlight Stadium. A rainbow has come out over the pitch as the rain gives way to fog, gives way to sun, and the 2025 Sir John Jackson Cup Final should be a great one. It's once again Vic West looking for their third title in a row, having won the previous two, against Cowichan Axis, part of the Cowichan Valley Soccer Association. The Cowichan 49ers are this year's Tony Grover's Masters Cup champions. They will be looking to try and make it a Cowichan double by pulling in another cup, but they have to get through Vic West to do it. Vic West, of course, 24 cups to their name. They won the second one ever in 1916. They have been winning quite a few since then. Their last big dynasty was in the 80s, but they have the 2023 and 2024 cups to their name. With 2025, perhaps we can use that word again to describe how dominant this Vic West side is. They finished first in the season, 15 wins, 1 loss. That one coming in a shocker 4-3 loss to Sault Celtic. Currently the second last place team in Div 1. Meanwhile, Cowichan Axis in their black and yellow kits, as we see Vic West in their green and whites there. They finished the season in 7th. So it's not the best regular season for them, but they have a chance to get some cup glory all the same. A 6-3-8 record, good for 21 points. And you know they would love to spoil the three-peat here. Starting lineups for both sides. First of all, for Vic West in their green and white, in goal, Elliot Mitru. Then it's Peter Schall, Salim Amardi, Daniel Pritchard, Tarnveer Bandal, Marcus Campanelli, Victor Chen, Paulo Date, Dorian Twelzon, you see him number 8 there, Patrick Nelson, number 10, and Ian Wibley, number 11. Nelson and Wibley, the top 2 goal scorers of the regular season for Vic West, putting an absolutely absurd number of goals into opposition nets. 22 for Wibley, 15 for Nelson. And they've also managed to get a few in the cup as well, Wibley with 3 and Nelson with 1. Meanwhile, for Cowichan, you see on your broadcast left there in their black and yellows, the flag goes up for offside on the first Vic West attack. Number 14 there, Ben Robson, one of the 3 defenders. After playing a 3-5-2 setup, looking to try and get some wing play, try and blunt the formidable Vic West attack. Tim Denhartig is their goalkeeper. In front of him, Russell Lederer, Jacob Reddy, and Ben Robson are the 3 center backs. Then it's Devin Jack, Colin Knight, Quason Cook-Thomas, Mateo Costring, Michael Daniels as the midfield 5, and then the front 2 of Blaze Roberts and Connor Crichton. See Daniels there as the left winger. Essentially playing a further forward role, not so much as a wing back, but meant more to try and press the attack, clog up the midfield. We'll see how he does here against the Vic West midfield. It's already hard contact game right in the middle. Sliding in there was Colin Knight trying to win it back, but couldn't, and it'll be Nitro getting his first touch of the afternoon. Staring down Crichton, getting rid of it under some pressure. Defended quickly by Cowichan. Back out. Costring being under pressure there and loses out. Paddy Nelson laying off. And there's Peter Schall, former Victoria Highlander, former Halifax Wanderer. He's played at multiple levels of Canadian soccer. And he's here with Vic West. Massive defender, great with his feet, alert. An imposing challenge for Roberts and Crichton to try and get past. And right now, doing well to keep things calm at the back there. Along with Bandal. Nelson showing short. We'll try and help us out of midfield. Date offered there, but moved back, and instead it's Schall leading for Bandal. Out wide he goes, Campanelli. Another familiar name for Udic Vike. Bandal running up from that defensive position out wide. There's Date. Has time to look at this. Bandal. Goes all the way back to Schall. Flare it out to the right side this time. Didn't have any more luck. Nice little hook back there by Victor Chen. Fortunately, unable to breach the line with it. Nice footwork there by Chen. He tries to move through 3 defenders. Got through 2, but not the 3rd, and now it's Salem Almardi. One well. As out of a tough situation there was Michael Daniels, but he gives it away and right back to the attack. And Nelson, I think, is offside here. Wibley make that. No! Wibley kept on side. Tries to flare it over to Nelson. Headed down. Look there. And Reddy tries to move the rest of the way. Can't get very far with it, though. Second effort by Reddy, and now they'll move it. But Vic West are moving their lineup higher and higher and compressing the field here. Cowichan not able to get out of their own half. Now they'll try and run it forward, and they will. Shall, though, stepping up and doing his job well there. Date now, the left back. Stepanelli to help from midfield. It's a formidable 4-3-3 Vic West are rolling out here when your front 3 is Salem Almardi, Patrick Nelson, and Ian Wibley. It's only a couple of offsides that have really been the ultimate shutdown items here for Cowichan trying to stop the attack. They haven't allowed a shot on target yet, though we are only 5 minutes in. Still credit where credit is due. They are holding firm here. Already see what Victor Chen can do from the right side here for Vic West. We'll see how far he's allowed to roam forward. It's Cowichan's 3-5-2. Nice little clip there from Crichton trying to move it around. No one to lay off to, and it's quickly cleared. No nonsense there from Date. Back comes Lederer. Off the head of Vandal. Bit of a collision there as Date landed awkwardly. Slow to get up, clutching his right ankle. Out for a throw. Is the referee going to stop this? They will now. Date slowly working their way to their feet, and that's a very ginger amount of weight being placed on that right ankle there from Paolo Date. It was a very awkward land, and no one was even malicious in the coming together of players. Date being very slow to get up and now walking it off. It's a long ball out from Cowichan, and there it is, just a little nudge in the back. I don't think there was anything too much in it. More incidental than malicious. Thrown into the area now. It's Cowichan trying to maintain possession and pressure. And Devin Jack taking off the ball there. And despite multiple shouts from both sides of which way that ball should go, the referees on the lines decided it should go the way of Vic West, and Date will throw this one in from the near side and will be moved back forward on the referee's direction. As Crossing Cook Thomas looks on, having moved up from midfield. Thomas, more of the central attacking midfielder of the midfield 3. Knight and Costering sitting behind him as the shield. Jack and Daniels out wide. On the subs benches for both sides here as we'll wait. Vic West on the attack. Here's Wibley on that long ball, which will not stay in play. And Den Harte will gladly watch that go by. Subs for both teams here. It's a short bench for Cowichan. They have Brian Da Cruz, Andreas Algarin, Michael Moon, and Cordell Jack. Scratches unavailable today were Terrell Price, Maddox Moon, and Paul Degelman. For Vic West, on their bench, they have Theo Tate, Tori Barbin, Jordan Easton, Mackenzie Cole, and Theo Weissmiller. Backup goalkeeper is Ifeanyi Chukwu Umiokoro. And scratch today, Michael Asong and Isaac Tate. Called there for the foul. And Wibley showing a touch of frustration there at that one. And some slight disagreement from the crowd as well. Regardless, it will be Cowichan access to kick out from the back here. And the Lederer will take his time over this. Knocked down, but unfairly, says the referee, and that'll be right back into Vic West. 8 minutes gone in this one, no score. Vic West and Cowichan. Vic West FC, Cowichan Access FC in the 2025 Sir John Jackson Cup Final. It's Vancouver Island Soccer League's Cup Finals weekend. My name is Richard Rowe, glad to be with you in the broadcast booth for this one. We'll be joined later on by Vince Greco, who was out and about doing his usual rounds on Cup Weekend as he does. He'll be in to provide his insight momentarily. I am sure he will have more stories for us as he did with the Tony Grover Masters Cup in our previous match. Throw it on the far side now for Cowichan. Ben Robson heading over to take this one. As you see there, Mateo Kostring, part of that two-man shield in front of the back line. So far, the formation and battle has been about what we would expect. 3-5-2 versus 4-3-3. Nodded forward by Knight. And that one touched forward, but a little too much pace on it. You can see the idea there as Jack suddenly had all kinds of space to set up the run with Roberts and Crichton. But Devin Jack did touch too much on that one. And that'll be a goal kick for Elliot Mitru. Date seems to be doing all right there. You can see him walking fine on that ankle after that earlier little tweak. So no worse for wear, and good for him. Back in play. Toison gives it out wide. Amardi wants the run of Wibley. Is he onside? He brings it down. He is. Takes the shot off the chest. Can't hit the target, though. Wibley able to not only stay onside, not only bring that down off the chest, but able to get a decent strike off. Wasn't able to hit the target. But it's a lovely cross from Almardi. Like that is gorgeous. But not able to hit the target. Again, Wibley no stranger to the back of the net. As we said off the top of the broadcast, 22 goals. And technically, Vic West's season isn't over. They've already secured the league title, and they still have 2 games left to play. 22 goals from Wibley, 15 from Nelson, and 10 each from Dorian Toison and Salem Almardi. Part of the league-leading strike contingent that got 66 goals for Vic West in the regular season, but here comes Cowichan on the attack. Nice twist and turn there, and then onto target, and Mitru has to make a save at the near post. Sharp angle shot from Michael Daniels. Forces the first corner for Cowichan in the afternoon. Daniels does so well to back off. Victor Chen makes his way past him. Lovely move. Chen doesn't concede the foul, and Mitru doesn't concede the goal. Cowichan showing no fear here and doing well to put some pressure on the flanks. So return the corner flag to its rightful state. And corner to be taken here by Devin Jack. One is offside. Looks near post. Bodies go down and ball will be cleared. There is space for a counter for Vic West, and they'll try it. They'll go long for Nelson. Ben Robson, the one defender back. He will shield this and allow Den Hartig to calmly claim it. Michael Asong has been the usual goalkeeper in league play for Vic West. In fact, has 5 shutouts from the season. 5 clean sheets kept. Mitru has one for Vic West. Meanwhile, that header went out wide. Schau knocked over, and then in response, Bandel brings down his man. No cards given either way, but talking to in both cases. Teams are feeling each other out here. Dartig does have 1 shutout in this cup run for Cowichan, should note. Goes for the punch instead of the claim. Wasn't sure about it, wanted it clear though, and does so. And now can Cowichan's defense walk it out of trouble? They will. First time ball from Devin Jack trying to cross this. He's looking for help, but Schau is there first. Roberts leads it back. Knight. Tapped back that time by Roberts again. And now helped over by Kostring. Robson. Ball popped up, and that should be out, and it will be another corner. Well, Vic West so far has been fairly effective on the long balls as they search for Wibley and Chen's long ball here. It was knocked away by Den Hertig. But it's Cowichan who's had the more, I would say, of the two sides so far, Cowichan's having the more dangerous opportunities, and they're getting them from in close. Corner from Devin Jack, headed clear that time by Almardi. Long distance effort there from Daniels. Speculative at best. Got some power on it, but not able to keep that one down. It'll be a goal kick for Mitru. Mitru filling in for a song here, but no stranger to playoff action, cup final action. Chen looks at the line, finds Almardi. Gets back, Vandal. Wants Date, hits him. Turn there from Campanelli. Vandal. Gets away from Cook Thomas and goes out wide. Chen. Almardi. Gets it to Date. Has a little help here. Cuts in. Centered. Almardi. Tries his luck. Not a bad shot, minus the part where it was wide of the net. But low through the defense with some pace on it. Almardi starts hitting the target. It's going to be difficult for the keeper to pick those up. That one had some dip to it as well. Well, we had the rainbow to start the match. Now it's just rain as it starts to really come down here at Starlight. It's been on and off all day. No shocker there. Meanwhile, onside there was Patty Nelson. Look at the Webley, but sliding in. Excellent clearance from Lederer. Russell Lederer, the right center back. Taking zero chances whatsoever with Wibley and Nelson lurking around. As he stands into Dorian Toison, another scoring threat of which Vic West FC has many. Date with the throw-in. Toison trying to stay with it, cuts back. Campanelli make that. Loses out, and it will be still a throw here for Vic West. Date looking for options here. Finds Nelson. And Vic West will recycle into Peter Schall. Look forward, wants a long attack. Almardi, offside though, flag goes up. It was close though. And right on cue with his thoughts so far, the one, the only Mr. Vince Greco. Welcome back, Vince.
Whew. It is an ugly day out there.
It's on and off a little bit. I don't envy your efforts trying to stop the weather today. So Vince, we're 0-0, 17 minutes into this one. What have you seen from outside so far?
Yeah, well, Cowichan's defending. Looks like the game's sort of getting stuck in the middle of the park, and there hasn't been a lot of scoring opportunities. But you know, I think it's just a matter of time before Vic West breaks through, and obviously Cowichan will look to counter, and we're going to find out here pretty soon what's going to be the process forward and the way this game is going to go.
We're seeing the chess match here of the 4-3-3 of Vic West against the 3-5-2 of Cowichan. They went very deliberately with that counterattacking formation. As you noted, that's how they're going to be making their bones if they can get past Vic West or weather the storm in multiple ways here. When attacks like that are coming in, Almardi thinks he was fouled. The referee disagrees.
No, Cowichan will definitely need to plug up the middle of the park, and Vic West has got so many threats coming at him. I mean, obviously you got Wibley, who leads the division in scoring. Patty Nelson, who's been the most prolific scorer in Division 1 for the past, I'll say 10 years almost. You know, you got Dorian, who's probably right up there in the runnings for MVP. Obviously Salem Almardi, a great scorer. I mean, I think you can go through this whole Vic West lineup and say, wow, this is like an all-star team in itself.
It really is. I mean, you start at the back line, Chen, Pritchard, Schall, and Date. Like already, you haven't even left the back four, and you're going, you got who?
Yeah.
It's an incredible team. The reason they are first with only one blemish on their record, that mysterious loss to Sault Celtic. And Den Hartog as well to stop that one from getting any further than the side of his net.
Yeah, right on the back line with Peter and Pritchard. I mean, those are two of the best in the league right there. And they're just great to watch. And the power you see coming out of Peter when they move forward, when he gets a strike on goal, just amazing, just amazing. The
reason he was picked up by the Canadian Premier League very early in the league's inception, spent time out in Halifax. That kind of pedigree playing in the Vic West back line that's a gift. Meanwhile, bit of a mishandle there from Lederer, but he manages to get away. Nelson, though, or Whibley make that, called for the foul. Not the first one Whibley's been called for. He's going to have to be careful here. It's a minor admonishment from the referee, but nothing further there. Whibley going in for the challenge, but does through going through the back of his defender. And Cowichan plays out from the back here. Crichton having come deep to try and help this. Oh, there's some space here. Cowichan have moved through. They'll go long, but that's going to be out of the range of Roberts, sadly. And Blaise Roberts can only watch that one go past. Toison out wide. Chen looks forward. Campanelli back to Bandal. We'll reset again. Pritchard. Bandal's dropping in between his center backs here. Now plays forward. Toison. Date's making the run on the left. That's where it goes. Being watched closely. Devin Jack has quite the assignment on his hands, but he gets just enough on it to stop the cross. Whibley, though, follows up. Nelson! That's one of the rare times you see Patrick Nelson take a step before firing. He first times that. That might be back in the net. That hesitation. Well, allows the Cowichan defense to get back in here. So there it is, and there's the hesitation, which just allows the midfield to collapse back in. Knight and Costring doing their job to get back there.
You know what? Patty hits that first time, and I think he finds the back of the net, left foot back of the net. But you know what? Who am I? I could never do it. But Patty, that's what he does for a living.
I mean, when you've seen him do it, like you say, for the past 10+ years, you have enough observational evidence in front of you. Speaking of things to watch, Almardi cutting in, left foot low, cleared.
And you know what? Patty is the toughest guy on himself. He is very hard on himself and pushes himself hard. So
Almardi looks forward. That one was for Nelson. That time double team. Chen moves up. 5 targets now to shoot for in the box. Crosses one up. Almardi almost got there, but that one cleared. Devin Jack, again, he's going to have a tough afternoon, but he's doing pretty good given the mammoth task in front of him. Meanwhile, that spin back by Toison did catch. You can see that initially might have been a bit low. Chen's cross here. Cleared by Jack. And then as he comes in to try and make this final clearance, they come together. No one worse for wear, no cards shown, just the one foul. And now Devin Jack will assess his options. Opts go long. Roberts on the run here. It's going to be out of his range, though. It's synthetic turf and water means this is going to be a slip slide affair here. And that ball's got some pace to it. Cleared by Bandal. Headed back in by Knight. Roberts. Foul called against Roberts that time. Had an arm too far draped over his opposing marker, and Schall restarts us. So probably there you can see the arm coming in from Roberts. That was the easy call to make. And now Almardi. Backs off Daniels. Bandal. He's got tons of room to work with here. Opts goes short. 1-2 with Nelson. Almardi. Chen waiting for it. Almardi tries to go himself, but that is a brave bit of defending there. And Almardi too aggressive in trying to win it back, says the referee. Very brave defending there from Michael Daniels. Not exactly an easy person to contain, is Salem Almardi.
Well, the size difference alone, I mean, wow, very, very nice work there by Daniels as he battled through that to gain position and ultimately get the foul.
Tries on blocked. Crichton manages to get it over. Knight sliding in that time though. Campanelli. He can and will do that. Long ball here as here comes the Vic West attack. Campanelli trying to get in space. The ball rolls through and there is a foul being called outside the box though.
Absolutely.
No card shown, but that was a bit of a hard tackle on Whibley, and we'll see it here. Almardi with the long ball forward, and then overcomes the crunching slide in from Costering.
I think the referee's got him. He's got him in his mind now, in the back of his brain. And next foul, I think there'll be a booking for sure because he's lucky not to get one there.
The old "I've got my eye on you" now.
Yeah.
Tuazon standing over this one. So many targets to choose from. Murderer's row of set piece specialists here. Bandal, Whibley, Shaw, Almardi, Campanelli, Nelson. Pick your poison. And here we go. Schall the target. Well defended. And that's not an easy thing to do against Peter Schall. Excellent defensive work there by Cowichan. It's hard enough at the best of times. When the rain is starting to really come down, you now have to try and defend Peter Schall when you can't keep your footing or trust on the ball to bounce predictably. Good luck. Cowichan can be very pleased with how they handled that set piece. Almardi, you could hear there on our mics calling for this. Almardi is in tons of space here. He wants the ball. Date's trying to point it out. Might be a rare miscue there. Rare double miscue there from Vic West as that attack really never got started and broke down somewhat bizarrely. It's easy for us to say being here at midfield elevated that we can see Date and Almardi with space for days, but not as easy to see in the mess that's down there.
Well, you don't usually see Marcus make those mistakes either. That was a clear giveaway, and well, yeah, he did have a lot of options. So I'm sure he'll pick up his game. He's obviously a phenomenal player.
Known quantity in local soccer circles. Is Marcus Campanelli. It's Schall, a little short to Date.
Come.
And Almardi calls for it. He switched sides here, coming over to the left. And goes over the top. He wants Nelson or Whibley. But playing the hop well is Den Hartig. He rolls that out with Nelson lurking in behind, trying the sneak attack. Jack lets it go. It's Roberts. Crichton was knocked off the ball, or that Knight was knocked off the ball. Pritchard now to Chen. Bandal. Thanks for Chen. Back to Pritchard. And actually, they'll win a foul here, and that will be a card shown. And the referee's patience has been tested enough for the somewhat cynical foul there. And despite being in somewhat a bit of disbelief, that will be Colin Knight going into the book in the 27th minute. Yeah, it's an unnecessary foul there. Just a really cynical shove. If we can take another look at that, we can see the just comes in and gives him the full-on shove in view of the referee. You're always going to get caught for that.
Well, you know what? I think something like that will really calm down the game, hopefully, and just let them know, hey, we're not going to let this escalate. We're not going to let it go to the next level. Let's play hard, but keep it fair and leave the stupid stuff out of it. So, nice job by Ratcliffe there.
We can only cross our fingers and hope that all the stupid is kept at home on one day. Long restart here from Pritchard. Then Pritchard backs off. First time from Nelson. I think he might have been trying to. I don't know if that was the shot or the pass.
No, he was shooting. He saw the keeper come off his line, and the keeper scampered back there to get in position. But no, Patty definitely saw him leave, and wishful thinking, but a decent thinking.
I mean, when you're Patrick Nelson, you can afford to take the shot from there. Tarnveer Bandal over the top does find Nelson. He's going to need another cross here and a little bit of help. Goes to the edge of the area. Campanelli turning. Double team. Doesn't quite escape the challenge, but it was unfair. Was clipped there by Cook Thomas coming through. I don't mind the cover from Cook Thomas, and if anything, he got done in by the slick surface there more than the actual foul. But that might be a matter of opinion more than anything. There's the cross from Chen. A bit of a deflection. Not fully cleared. Oh, Marty.
Oh.
Den Hartig equal to the task. Not the first time Marty's taken a shot from distance like that.
You know what? He didn't get a lot of wood on it, but the keeper did well to cover the angle.
Hartig didn't even have the, on that shot specifically, not the best positioning he's had too, so did well to make sure he could get his body to it. Meanwhile, foul conceded there. Twasn't a little bit too aggressive, trying to win it back from Kostring. You probably know this better than most, Vince. In Div 1 over the past 10 years, has there been a more prolific goal scorer than Patty Nelson?
Definitely not. Ian Whibley's starting to get into the conversation with his last few years of craftsmanship, but no, Patty Nelson for sure. He's been absolutely dominating the last 10 years, and if he's not at the top, he's been second. So yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. He's the most prolific scorer we've had in the last 10 years, 100%.
How many years do you think until we have the Patrick Nelson Golden Boot Award?
Hopefully not, because that usually means you've gone on to the game in the sky. So I like seeing Patty down here above ground. So hopefully it's not called after him anytime soon.
One always hopes it's the non-posthumous style of renaming, to be clear. I'm hoping he doesn't die. Over the arm. Mitru missed that one nearly. The Olympico at the back post. Bit of a scramble, but Vic West will clear it. It's the second miscue we've seen from Vic West in the last 5 minutes.
Look at this.
But there's a counter on Whibley. Does he see Nelson? Nelson's trying to check his run. Now he's going to get help from Bandel. Looking for Twazon. Oh, but it gets through. Nelson's going to have a go here. Sets it up. Campanelli. Back post cleared. Great defensive work there from Robson. Actually, make that Knight who came back to help his back line. Now crossed in again. Popped up and over. Whibley tried to make contact with that one. Nelson back to Campanelli. And Den Hartig will let that one go, and that'll be out for a goal kick. Well, from the confusion at one end to a series of good chances here for Vic West. Now the weapons are starting to be taken out. Great header there. It's Colin Knight doing what every defender hopes their midfield does, coming back and covering. It's that Knight and Kostring shield in front of the back three. And they are, if they haven't already been busy, they are going to be busier as we pass the half-hour mark here. Still 0-0. Cowichan Axis and Vic West FC. Vic West have already won the league. They're looking for a double for the year, a three-peat for the last 3 years in Jackson Cups. Cowichan looking for their 5th. Having finished 7th.
Yeah, hats off to Vic West. They've had a very impressive 3 years of domination here on the island. And hopefully that equates to some success in provincial, starting April 4th.
Soon be here before you know it. Excellent date.
Yeah, we have the draw on Tuesday coming up. The 18th, I believe. We'll be doing that at the BC Soccer head office. And hopefully we get a few home games for the VISL faithful.
Fingers crossed. Letterer now will restart with the goal kick. Came to meet that, but Roberts got there first. Date comes back to help. Still Roberts challenging. Shaw will clear it. Sliding in. Cleanly, says the referee. It was a good challenge too. Crunching from Quayson Cook-Thomas. No fear whatsoever for the attacking midfielder. And that one will deflect off of Ben Robson and out. Oh, actually, no, it came off of Vic West player last. It came after Valmarg. I thought that was Robson. Nope. That will be the throw in for Cowichan. This is Cook-Thomas coming in here, Vince, with absolutely no fear whatsoever. Whew. Gets the ball, then clips Campanelli, but it was ball first.
That's one of those, though, where you see those studs up. You
Yeah.
never know, like, that's close to a foul on my book. So the referee didn't see it that way, but you never know.
Down goes the defender. That will be called. Once again, the Vic West attack comes at you in waves, and it's everything that Cowichan can do to stay away from it. Lederer this time. Fouled and has a not insignificant stare directed towards the back of Patrick Nelson after that one.
You know, that was solid defending by Lederer there, and Patty knew that he played him well, and Patty fouled him. Back up, move on, face up, away we go. Classy by Patty. I like it that he just plays the game well, hard. It's fabulous to watch.
Thomas knocking that one forward. Roberts going up against Schall. Does manage to make contact, but knocks it out. That'll be a throw-in for Vic West.
Hold on, let him get back in.
The 11's on the pitch for both sides. If you're just joining us, for Vic West in the green and white kit on your broadcast right, it's Elliot Mitru in goal, and then Victor Chen, Daniel Pritchard, Peter Schalla, and Paulo Date on the back line. Midfield of Tarnveer Bandal, Marcus Campanelli, and Dorian Toison. And an attacking three of Salem Almardi, Patrick Nelson, and Ian Wibley. For Cowichan, Axis in their black and gold kit. Timden Hartig in goal. Back three of Russell Lederer, Jacob Reddy, and Ben Robson. Midfield five of Devin Jack, Colin Knight, Kwasi Cook Thomas, Mateo Kostering, and Michael Daniels. And a front two strike partnership of Blaze Roberts and Connor Crichton. Only the one booking to note so far. Knight booked in the 27th minute for a shove in the back. It's Campanelli back to Bandal. Chen. Trying to get away from Jack, or make that Daniels. And now Pritchard for Schalla. Schalla walked this one forward. Nice little back heel from Campanelli. Hit Toison, tries the first time ball to Wibley. He might have been offside.
You're right, he was.
Either way, it was out of his reach, and Cowichan will restart the other way. No nonsense there. Roberts up against Schalla. And trying to get past Tate there was Crichton. And he's actually won a foul there for the arm thrown by Tate afterwards. Right at the end there, you see the arm come up, actually a bit shielded by Shalla's body there. The Date does make the little move at the end there to get the arm up. Ref saw that.
A little bit of a sandwich.
Yeah,
Vic West sandwich.
A little bit. But instead, it will be Devin Jack siding up the free kick. Goes to your post and gets it flicked on it in! First blood goes to Cowichan! The free kick, the header, Mitru's a little bit off position, reacts a bit slowly, but take nothing away from the wonderful header. The delivery is sublime from Devin Jack. I think that was Daniels who got his head on it last. And we have a 1-0 scoreline, and it's Cowichan who have drawn first blood.
Whew, okay, I'm just picking up my jaw from the ground over here. I'm just a bit of shock about how that all played out. Oh, wow.
And that, however, might draw the ire of the referee. And it might be, no, talking to, though could have been more.
Cowichan goal scored in the 36th minute by number 5, Mateo Kostering.
Kostering actually who got the goal. Not Daniels make that's a Kostering in the 38th minute. The 37th minute, excuse me. Has Cowichan up 1-0. You knew it was going to be a counterattack.
Yeah, of course.
You knew it was going to be a set piece. I honestly did not see it the way it was shaping up, but look at this lovely little head. It's just a clever little flick from Kostering. Jack's free kick this is wonderful. This is textbook.
Great service, great positioning, Mateo, and well, yeah, got his head on it obviously, and just wow, that's corner pocket. Thank you very much. Elliot would have been. That's very tough for Elliot to stop that one. Can't blame him for that one, but wow, 1-0 for the Bumblebees. I'm in shock.
They made that switch. They tried for the for the far post a few times. They go short near post. Gives Costring the chance to run in front of all the Vic West defenders. You don't have to worry about trying to win a height battle with Schall or Pritchard. And Costring makes no mistake.
Speaking of no mistakes, there's going to be more goals this game, so, oh, wow.
That's an elbow in the back there from Pritchard. He's going to need to be careful. Cowichan thought about going quickly. Oh, they are. Actually, he's going to have a talk with Pritchard. So we take another look here at the foul there from Pritchard in the back of Crichton.
Just talking, nothing, you know.
That's it. You get your one. You get your free elbow in the back.
Yeah, take your little talking to, you're scolding, go back to your position, and don't do it again or else you will go in the book. And then you can say, look, I tried to tell you before not to do it, and you did. Here you go.
Second verse, same as the first. Jack goes back post this time. Ooh, this time couldn't quite find the head of Lederer, who's in good position for it. As was Reddy as well. So this time, so Jack is doing a very good job of changing up the angle of attack here, moving the attackers around, trying to be unpredictable. And it's working. Costring in the 37th. Cowichan, I don't think it's unfair to say that they're the underdogs here, Vince. And they are playing that role to perfection here, hitting on the counter, making their chances count, and frustrating the leading attack here of Vic West. Here they come. Almardi. Is it the response? Ooh, Nelson. Dipping header there. Not the best contact, but he was able to get there.
Well, in Returo, it's worth noting, too. Not only is Cowichan the underdog, but they're missing one of their more higher profile players in Maddox Moon, who's just been, he's made a huge difference to his team ever since he transferred over from a Div 2 squad from Vic West. So, you know what, really, Cowichan has everything up against him. So, yeah.
Michael Moon is on the bench here as a sub, but no Maddox, no Terrell Price, no Paul Degelman. And for Cowichan, no problem. So far.
They will work hard. That we know. They will give everything.
Hallmark of all the Cowichan Valley Association teams. And we saw it in the Masters division earlier. The Cowichan teams, you never count them out. Whibley for Vic West, 1-on-2. Speaking of people you don't count out. Whibley still with it. Feeds it back. Campanelli. Thought about taking it. Gives it for Almardi.
Well done.
It might have been a bit of a miscommunication there. That slight hesitation threw off Almardi. And the shielding job there once again by Robson. Cowichan survives another intimidating Vic West attack. 5 minutes to go to halftime, plus what the referee sees fit to add on for stoppages. 1-0 Cowichan. Mateo Costring with the goal off a wonderful Devin Jack delivery on a set piece. Roberts leaves it. There is the setup man, Jack. Finds Knight, manages to make contact and keep it in play, but nobody there to help with, and Schall will move it over to Bandel. Vic West will play out from the back with a bit of a deflection. Pritchard will help it. Now Date should have the room to get out, and does. Campanelli brings it down. Difficult ball to bring down, and does. Slides in, hopping the challenge there was Cook Thomas coming back. Cowichan regains possession. Rain has eased up for the moment. Thank you, Vince. Vic West moving forward. Moved up there as that through ball from Date. Tipped by Lederer. Put it out for a throw. The idea once again is to try and spring Whibley through these channels. But moving up, as we've noticed here, you name-checked him earlier, Vince. Dorian Tuezon is moving up from midfield more and more with each of these attacks. It's now a 4-man attack whenever they move forward. Quite the season he's had.
Yeah, it's just a great player, solid teammate, and he'll be a part of this game, I guarantee it.
There he goes now. He's in the middle of Whibley and Nelson now. Chen looks for him. Blocked. That one was in for Almardi. Chen gets it again. Bandel gets rid of it. Campanelli. Date. Back to Campanelli. Chen. Puts the cross in. Headed clear. Confidence clearance there from Lederer. Cowichan has a bit of a breather here to try and counter, but Crichton moves away. moved away by Pritchard, I should say. Nelson helping out his wingers there. Tries on over to Date. Here comes the presser from the midfield for Cowichan. Cook Thomas keeping an eye on things. Bandal spins away over to the left. Date has moved quite a bit forward. Almardi puts the cross in. Head over, actually fell over. But the foul was conceded. The rare missed headers we've seen from the Cowichan backline here as Almardi sees the target. Just past the head of Reddy, but the foul was still committed. And halftime beckons. Cowichan 1, Vic West 0. Brought down by Roberts. Date puts pressure on, now over comes Knight. Tried to hit Crichton with that one, slipped past him. Turf still got some bounce and slip to it from the rain.
He sees Patty.
That's the long ball from Pritchard and claimed by Den Hartog. You could draw a straight line from one to the other. It was going there. Whibley was there as well to scoop up everything, but Den Hartog beat them both to it. And the keeper will go long. Daniels. Crichton. Pritchard doing well to hold him off. And concedes the foul. Right? Pritchard's in a bit of disbelief about that one. I think the extra tackle might have been made by the turf monster here. We'll take a look at this. There's a bit of a clip there.
Yeah, it wasn't really playing he wasn't shielding the ball. He took out the body without shielding the ball. I hate that rule. I do. So subjective. The whole thing of shielding the ball or not. I mean, sure. I guess the ball was far enough away from him where the referee thought.
As they said at the free kick, we'll take a look here.
Who knows?
It's 50-50, let's say.
Yeah, sure.
Here comes the free kick. Oh, off the bar! Very near. You wouldn't have expected direct for goal from right there, but why the heck not? I think Devin Jack might be feeling it, Vince.
Wow.
What a strike.
What a hit.
We were that close to walking into halftime 2-0. Devin Jack is on fire from set pieces here.
I'm hoping our Rogers team's got that on replay. I'd love to see that bad boy again. That was, oh, wow. That was a beauty.
Campanelli turns. 5-on-5 action there as Clustering, the goal scorer. Forcing him back. Now Chen inside. Date is crossed over from his offside. Or to his offside. Whibley. Almardi. Right to the chest of Den Hartog. And that's going to do it. Nothing extra added on after 45 minutes. It is Cowichan 1, Vic West 0. Here is the last chance we had. And then we'll show the one that we were waiting for. Almardi right into the chest of Den Hartog. Well played. But here's the Devin Jack chance. Oh, both bar and post. Got a twofer out of it. That close to making it 2-0. He's already provided an assist in the 37th minute to Mateo Costring, whose header past Elliot Mitro has Cowichan access up 1-0 over Vic West FC. You're watching the Sir John Jackson Cup Final. We have more coming up after halftime. Welcome back to Starlight Stadium in Langford. My name is Roturo. Glad to be with you for the second half of the Sir John Jackson Cup, the 2025 edition, which sees Cowichan ahead 1-0 over Vic West off this free kick from Devin Jack. A little flick header from Mateo Costering. His first goal across all competitions. Costerings in the 37th minute has the underdog, 7th place in the league, Cowichan, up 1-0 over the league clinched. They've already clinched winning the league, Vic West. It's not the team we thought we would be ahead after 45, but it's going to make for a fantastic second half, and I'm very excited to be here with you for it. 2 substitutions at halftime, 1 for each side. For Vic West, Theo Tate comes on for Paolo Date. That change being made at fullback. And for Cowichan, Blaze Roberts comes off, and Brian Da Cruz replaces him up front as an attacker. Early chance here from a throw-in. Cowichan in their black and yellow kit. Starting from our broadcast right, attacking the broadcast left, at which waits in their green and white kit, Vic West. That's Ian Wibley there, jousting for the ball. Pops free, being picked up by the defense of Cowichan. As forward goes Connor Crichton to try and win that one. Schall, though, wins that one and wins the foul as well. Started quickly by Vic West, so they go right to the attack. Chen moves down with this, as we can see here. Crichton, and it takes a lot to get Peter Schall off his feet, but you take his foot out from him when it's raining, that'll probably do it. Thrown on this near side for Vic West. As it stands right now, the lineups in goal for Vic West: Elliot Mitru, back for Victor Chen, Daniel Pritchard, Peter Schall, and Theo Tate. Midfield: Taranvir Bandel, Marcus Campanelli, and Dorian Toison. And a front three of Salem Almardi, Patrick Nelson, and Ian Wibley. There was Tate knocking that one forward, but wide, and it will be a goal kick for Tim Den Hartig in net for Cowichan. In front of him, Russell Lederer, Jacob Reddy, and Ben Robson. Midfield of Devin Jack, Colin Knight, Quaison Cook-Thomas, Mateo Costering, and Michael Daniels. And the strike partnership of Brian Da Cruz and Connor Crichton. It's a 3-5-2 against a 4-3-3. I'll let those of you with the better analytical minds than I do the chess match permutations of those two formations. We'll watch some darn good VISL soccer play out as a result. Chen moving into midfield. Being pushed back. Daniel's doing that work there. It's Pritchard being watched by the substitute, Da Cruz. All the way back to Mitru. Go over top. Chen has room here. You hear the shouts of time. On the deck. Little flicked forward ball. Kept in. Marty thought about going to Nelson. Instead goes back to Chen. Back to Pritchard. Tight defensive shape here from Cowichan, and it needs to be. There are weapons everywhere for this Vic West side. Over the head that time of Devin Jack. Still in play. Well fought for there. I believe that was the substitute. Theo Tate fighting for that one. Vic West retained possession. Tate cuts in. Tries to poke it forward. Ready to meet it there was Colin Knight. And now there's a chance here for a counter. Da Cruz is in good position if he can get the ball, but it was a little bit behind him. It was at his feet. I think he might have wanted that in a bit of space. Vic West will recover. Cook Thomas moving forward to force the issue. Chen. Campanelli and Toison directing traffic there from midfield, and Chen knocked away. Campanelli tries to get it forward. Nelson back to Bandal. Pritchard to Tate. Campanelli. That was Toison, not Tate. Make that. Now this is Tate on the far side. Bandal on the deck. Finds his man. Low ball from Toison. Can Nelson turn and fire? He can! Right in the chest of Den Hartig. That's what Paddy Nelson does. Turns, fires, and hits the target. And Den Hartig was in the right position for that one, well outside well, off of his goal line, I should say. Top of the 6-yard box. Right in the breadbasket. He's made plenty of good saves so far, and he's had to. We've said it a few times, and we'll keep saying it. There are so many ways this Vic West team can score on you. They've scored on their opponents 66 times in the regular season. First in their division by a not inconsiderable amount, especially when you consider that there are 18 games in the season and they scored 66 goals in those 18 games, or in 16 of those 18 games. They still haven't played 2 of their league matches yet, hence why they've clinched. But right now, they are down 1-0 to a Cowichan team that came in with a game plan, and perhaps most importantly, came in with a Devin Jack dialed in on dead ball set pieces. Could have been 2-0 near the end of the half were it not for the crossbar and post, denying Jack on an absolutely gorgeous tight-angled free kick. Header here, and just like that, it's 1-1. That's how fast they can score on you. Ian Whibley has us level at 1 in the 51st minute. It only took them 5 minutes, 6 minutes and change maybe. The long ball comes in, the header to the center of the box, and Whibley is there immediately. Big credit to the assist coming from the outside. Campanelli with the header. Cushioned it directly where it needed to go. Pritchard goes long. Headed forward by Campanelli. And then off the ground, one tap in from Whibley. And Den Hartog is left scrambling. Absolutely wonderful long ball from Pritchard from the center back position. Puts it directly on the head of Campanelli, who moved up from midfield to be in the forward position. Ian Whibley, 51st minute, has us level at 1. That is Whibley's 4th goal of the cup run. Puts him clear into the team lead. He was previously tied with Suezon. His 26th goal across all competitions. As the referee blows that play dead for some scuffling at the edge of the area. The referee deciding that everyone can now continue. Here comes the restart from Costering, the goal scorer. Flag goes up for offside though. So after a half of regrouping, Vic West took 6 minutes and equalized the score. And they did it with that direct play that they've been favoring. Meanwhile, that long ball is not going to stay in play for the Vic West runners to find it. Pritchard with this lovely long ball. This is the goal again here. Campanelli, headed, Whibley, tap in. There you go. One touch each. Cross from Pritchard, header from Campanelli. Whibley with the tap in after letting the ball hop on the ground. Chance here for Cowichan as they line up. Couldn't get through the line itself though, and Tuezon moves it away. Goes past Whibley. Shallow's moved way up from the back line to put some pressure on Jack. And it will be a throw taken by Shallow quickly. Whibley shoved his way past Costering. Sliding in there was Cook Thomas. Referee decides to let all of it go. Cowichan recovers. Costering. Tried to keep that one on the deck for a run. I would think he was looking for Da Cruz there. And it goes directly out of play. Rain has come back. It's been start-stop rain all day, and when it shows up, it does not show up lightly. So we're back to soggier conditions from soggy out at Starlight Stadium. Pritchard, another long ball. This time looking for Almardi. Getting there first this time, though, was Ben Robson. Robson making sure that Almardi can't get free passage on this right side. Thrown in there by Chen. He'll recover it. That's the nice 1-2. Can he keep this in play? He can. First time cross. On the edge of the area! Oh, that is absolutely delicious! What a strike! And it's 2-1! 5 minutes after Vic West levels the score. Chen throws a cross in under Whibley, and then that is, oh my goodness, that is a hit and a half. Now, I'm not sure if that actually touched Whibley or not. That might go down as Chen's assist directly from that cross that he raced to keep in. Either way, whether Whibley touched it or not, it's a lovely, lovely hit. No, it's a clear out ball directly there. And we are at 2-1 for Vic West. Now Cowichan behind for the first time in this match. That cross blocked. Daniels doing the work there on the attack up against Almardi. Long throw, flicked away. Knight keeps it alive. Letter. That one will fall kindly, and Chen will get rid of it. Twizon forces that one forward, and here comes the Vic West attack again. Nelson keeps it, waits. Nelson! Oh, he makes it look so easy. Patty Nelson.
Vic West second goal, score by number 8, Jordan Twizon.
Twizon gets scored in the 56th minute. In the 57th, it's Nelson who threads the needle with a wonderful strike. Top of the penalty area.
Vic West third goal, scored by number 10, Patrick Nelson.
It's Twizon in the 56th, Nelson in the 58th. Vince Greco and I talked about in the first half how there's a word you could use to describe Patty Nelson. It's prolific, and he showed it there. Boy, if you were wondering if Vic West would be motivated by conceding that goal in the first half, apparently the answer is yes. 3 goals to start the half. Whibley in the 51st minute, Twizon in the 56th, Nelson in the 58th. And Cowichan needs some sort of response here to stem the tide. What can they do here? They do have one substitution coming in, though, and that looks like Connor Crichton's coming out. And it is a long ball, caught by Mitru. Bodies went down in the box. And some after-play jostling around there. That was Blaze Roberts, who'd come back in off the bench for Crichton. Did a larger body on the set piece, I assume. Either way, it is cleared and play moves back the other direction. Vic West on the far side with a throw-in. Theo Tate waiting for it, and now the referee is stopping to address the play from earlier, it looks like. Now they throw in. Whibley back to Tate. Bandal over to Campanelli. Nelson again to Tate, although that one was offside, as moved a little bit early. We've hit the hour mark here in the Sir John Jackson Cup Final for 2025. Vic West 3. 3 goals to start the second half. Cowichan 1. Vic West already had the league title. They're looking for a cup to go with it for the domestic double. As the interception there from Whibley, Almardi got turned around trying to start the counter. Bandal will help. Toison has the, so far, what would be the winning goal. Let's pick up the Chen cross. But that is intercepted and cleared. Bandal goes to ground there. Referee's fine with it. Tate puts the cross in, looking for Whibley. Falls. Toison! Oh, from in close, he could have had his second. It's another lovely cross from distance. This one comes off the back of Whibley this time, so he did manage to get a touch to it, but not able to hit the target. Well, foul called there against Cowichan. Beats the defenders for that one. And now some extracurriculars are happening as a very upset Blaze Roberts is drawing the ire of both his opponents and the referee. So if anything, this likely stems from the confrontation in that set piece earlier where the referee had to stop things. And you can see Roberts is jawing away at a number of players, Bandal and Shaw included. And now the teammates are being told to stay calm. Yellow card has been shown, but nothing further. I think only the one carding there to Roberts. We'll wait for the official word in just a moment here. Free kick for Vic West, regardless of how the bookings shake out from distance here. And it is indeed Roberts getting that booking in the 61st minute. 61st minute. I know how words work, I swear. And it looks like there will be a discussion with one of the head coaches here, and there is going to be a card being shown to the bench there for Cowichan for dissent. Can be displeased, but there are lines you cannot cross, and excessive berating of the officials will earn the bench a card. Not clear which coach it was, not entirely certain it matters at this point. Pritchard delivers the set piece. Hits Tate on the far side. Campanelli looks up the middle. Toison had gone forward, has to show for it. Now Almardi. Oh, Tentag misjudged it. Can only flick it a little bit, but does enough to put it off, and Cowichan clears. Cook Thomas under pressure. Cleared that time by Lederer. Roberts, chest down. Tate gets in front of him. And they'll go all the way back to Mitru. Nelson managed to keep it in, but not able to find anybody to get that ball to, or with enough force to move out of harm's way. And Cowichan tries to move back, but Nelson, the beneficiary. Toison tries the return ball, and Nelson gets it. 1-2 play here. Whibley. Back to Toison. Almardi's in the area, but they aren't able to finish off the play, though. Cowichan defense doing enough there to unsettle the attack. As we get a brief reprieve from the rain. Cowichan restarts. 65 minutes gone in this cup final. Under a half an hour to go. 3 unanswered goals from Vic West. Put them up 3-1, and Almardi's looking for a 4th, but it's well defended by Jacob Reddy. Chen and Campanelli trying to help out there, but still Cowichan moving forward. Now Chen gets in the way. Goes over the top. Hits Toison again. Can't hit the target, but that one did come off of a block, and it will be a corner. Darian Toison was singled out by Vince Greco earlier as being possibly a candidate for league MVPs, being ever present, being an engine in the attack, being versatile, and you're seeing evidence of it here in this Cup Final as he does it a little bit at all parts of the field. He's got a goal. He goes on the attack. He's delivering a set piece here. In your corner. Popped up and cleared. Second effort. Put it to the top of the area. Vandal moves it forward. It's still loose. And still live. No, it did go over the end line there. Actually, the referee's calling for offside there. Somehow, the players got out of position enough for that to happen. Ben Robson, you saw there. He was the one who made the initial clearance on that first corner. Schall, strong header from the back. He was warming up that motion as he came off the field to start, or came out to the field to start the second half. You got the sense he was preparing for what was going to be a feisty second half, and indeed it was. Wibley very, very offside on that one. As the Cowichan line had pushed up. So options on the bench right now for Cowichan. Connor Crichton, who started the game, is currently on the bench, as are Andres Algarin, Michael Moon, and Cordell Jack. Maddox Moon is a scratch, unfortunately, so the leading goal scorer from the regular season for Cowichan, unavailable. For Vic West, that is going to be a foul and a card, and that will be a booking for Quaison Cook Thomas in the 67th minute. No real doubts about that one. It's from behind. Clips foot before ball. It's reckless. But the Cook Thomas has been necessarily deep in the referee's bad book for this one. I don't think he was one of the players who early in the first half was given the old "I've got my eye on you" speech. But regardless, he finds himself booked. Joining Colin Knight and Blaze Roberts. 3 yellows shown in this one, all of them to Cowichan players. For Vic West, on the bench right now for them, their backup goalkeeper is Ifeanichukwu Umiokoro. Paulo Date, who started, is on the bench, as are Tori Barbin, Jordan Easton, Mackenzie Cole, and Theo Weissmiller. So there are options. Both sides to get some fresh legs in to spice things up, and for Cowichan, it's going to need to be a lot of spice. 68th minute, 3-1. One of the predictions that was made by Vince Greco when we were finishing up the first half, was that the second half would have goals. My goodness, Vince, were you very, very right on that? Was Elliot Mitruk does a wonderful grab there to stop another one from going in. 3 goals to start the second half for Vic West, Vince. This is what you were predicting.
Look, all that firepower. I mean, it was inevitable. It would be a special day for Cowichan to keep all those guys off the score sheet. But look, those are high-quality players. They find the net on a regular basis. I think there'll be more.
You don't think we're done at 3-1?
No.
Oh, my. But unsurprisingly, it's the 3 people you would have expected scoring. First Wibley, then Toison, then Nelson. The only big gun not represented in that one was Almardi, and you have to think he's only one good play away from that happening.
Well, and I'll be honest, at this point, I'll be surprised if we finish with 11 players on the field for each team, because the heat's turning up. It's definitely turned up now, and yeah, I guess we're going to find out what the next 20 minutes has in store.
Action and intrigue will not be in short supply. That much we know for sure. There is Almardi. getting past Robson. Puts a low ball in. That one is blocked, though. Reddy was ready for it. Daniels put that back inside, and now Bandal dispossesses Daniels of it. Back comes Knight, and now cleared again. Off the chest of Cook Thomas. And out to the edge of the area where a generally unperturbed Devin Jack is able to remove it. Dacru is on the run here. Schall gets in front of him. 6-on-6. And Dumitru will be used as an outlet to move this forward. But up comes a high press here from Cowichan. 4 players in the high press. And you know they need goals, and they are putting the numbers in to make it happen. They do concede a throw on the far side, though, which Nelson will take over. Toison. From distance with the right boot. It will get a corner. Den Hartog did manage to get a good paw to it. Wasn't able to, I'm not sure if he was actually trying to catch that or not. But either way, Den Hartog sharp to the long distance effort, and the short corner has everybody scrambling a bit, and it works. Does it ever? Ian Whibley has his second in the 71st minute. The little bit of short corner trickery, and Ian Whibley has so much space to make this happen.
Quick release, quick turn. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he scored as many goals as he has this year. And besides getting great service from his mates, he's great turning on the ball and a quick release. I mean, yeah.
27 across all competitions. 27 across all competitions with that. And the best part is I realize now Whibley started this with his own short corner. Essentially does the equivalent of calling his number, gives it to Nelson, gives it back, boom.
Yeah. And you know what? He still has 2 games against Powell River. So if he ends up playing in those 2 games, I mean, we're talking over 30. And that's now we're going back to, you know, really crazy days when Steve Williams from Van Trites was potting 30 on a regular basis.
In an 18-game season, 30 goals is good grief Charlie Brown levels of performance. And that does go over the end line, unfortunately. Despite Whibley's best efforts, that will be a throw-in for Cowichan. So Nelson with the assist now has a goal and assist. Whibley has 2 goals. Toison has a goal. Campanelli and Chen with assists.
Oh.
And Almardi with a steal. Oh, and that is cleared from danger. It will be a corner. Is Almardi trying to get his name on the score sheet now?
Sorry, is that Patty Nelson with a goal and assist, you said?
That's correct.
Yep.
The word of the day was prolific, and you once again, Vince, called that one right on the money.
I hate to be Captain Obvious guy, but yeah, those guys, pretty dangerous.
I will state on the record that Captain Obvious is my favorite member of the broadcast military. Thank you very much. There's always got to be one. Corner now from Toison. As you can see on the replay there.
And it's just all Vic West now. Cowichan's relying on that counter, but they need a lot more than just a counter. So I'm not sure what they got in store or what they're planning. Just hold on here because it's it's a foregone conclusion at this point anyway.
Schall got basically a clear header. That was the clearest look at goal that Peter Schall's had after that Toison corner. Double sub coming up now as Whibley will be subbed off here. A fine day at the office for him. As will Campanelli also be coming off in this double sub.
You'd have to think Ian Whibley's in the discussion for MVP of the game, getting one of the names possibly for the Denny Gervin Award.
I think it's a very fair shout for sure. Between him and Nelson, I mean, take your pick with an outside shot for Campanelli for being the straw that stirs the drink for the whole side. We'll see what the final 15-plus minutes have for us as the substitutes take their positions. So Mackenzie Cole has come into this match, going up front, taking Whibley's spot. Former UVic Vike, former Victoria Highlander. Which, like many of the Vic West players, not an unknown commodity here. And headed on. And I get some action very quickly. Toison puts it forward. Almardi breaks the line, flags down, but well defended. Robson, last-ditch defending, play isn't dead though. Almardi keeps it in and still keeps going. Oh, side netting only. I saw the ripple and thought he'd managed to sneak it in, but no. Side netting only.
He did well to stay up on his feet there, to be honest, on the first playthrough.
Oh, absolutely. So there's the initial challenge from Robson, and everyone thinks this is going out. Nope. Nice little stop with the heel. And keeps going. All right, back to the corner. Twizon with another delivery. Goes high. Popped up and cleared by Robson. Is there a counter here for Cowichan? Maybe not. They will get a throw out of it. One of their subbers. So we know Whibley was out for Cole. I'm just checking to see who the second sub was. First thing first, though, we have an attack here by Cowichan, as Andreas Algarin was one of the people to come on. Also making an appearance for Cowichan. So they try to find some fresh legs to mix things up here. It was Jordan Easton was the other one who was brought on for Vic West. So he'll be moving out wide, I assume.
Ooh.
Okay, misspoke there. Initially, I thought it was. Oh, that is actually a foul being called against Vic West. And it's the kick into the shins there that's probably going to draw the ire of the officials most days. And here comes the free kick. Can they get another one here? Can Cowichan? Mitru claims, but not cleanly. In comes Knight to pop this up, but the cross is not great. Mitru will argue his case to the referee that he was fouled. I don't think he's going to necessarily win over the official on that one. There it is. And Mitru dives for that through two attackers. I don't know if there's necessarily a call for a foul there. And Mitru will get things restarted as Pritchard moves out. Meanwhile, flag goes up as that could have been the fifth goal. And despite the protestations of the crowd, it will remain 4-1 as the long ball here. Robson there, the flag comes up fairly late, but it does come up. And Nelson is denied a chance of a second goal. Easton there with the kick as he now slots into the right back position vacated by Victor Chen. Hartig goes long. Looking for that Cruz there. Instead it'll go to Tate. Nelson lets it run. Twizon, it's a clever little dummy. Does leave Twizon 1-on-2. And Cowichan will defend that ably. Robson. Or make that Lederer, not Robson. Was the initial defense, and then that shot goes well high and wide. So as it stands right now, it's Easton, Pritchard, Shala, and Tate as the back line for Vic West, with Campanelli, Bandal, and Twizon still in midfield. Almardi and Nelson up front with Cole taking over for Whibley.
Oh.
Meanwhile, that long ball is poked three, and now Almardi has his goal. Little bit of greasy work there up front, but Almardi has his goal in this 80th minute, and it's 5-1.
Nice footwork there. Wow, that's calm, cool, collect under a little bit of pressure and a little bit of tricky. Yeah, well done by Salem.
Calm under pressure, a bit of tricky footwork. Yeah, that's Salem all, Marty. Okay, we're good. We'll take a look at it here, and it's the lovely ball too that goes through.
Is that Tua's on with that ball?
That
across?
that was again. Yep. Actually, that was Campanelli. Excuse me. Tolson's right there.
Okay.
Yep. Campanelli with the delivery, so that gets him his second assist of the afternoon.
Vic West fifth goal scored by number 9, Salem All Marty.
Vic West 5, Cowichan 1. If you can believe it, Cowichan was leading this game until the 51st minute. And then Vic West decided, okay, we're angry now. Algarin loses out on the possession there and is matching number 10. Nelson recovers. Bandel stops. Campanelli turns. Hits Almardi. He's got one. Does he get two? Tries the crossover. Ball doesn't come with him. Little back heels he tries to play in Easton, who does win it back, though. Poor clearance from Robson. There's the cross. Grabbed by Tenhartig. And Patty Nelson is denied the goal for the time being. And away goes Cowichan on the counter. Devin Jack. Goes centrally here. Algarin helping out there. That is popped up and cleared. As Cowichan, to their credit, have not gone away. Yes, they are still more or less countering, because what else can you do against Vic West? They are not deciding to roll over and play dead here.
Nope, they're going to give it their all. They're a proud group, and you know what? They work hard. It's too bad it's turned into a 5-1, to be honest. It doesn't really show anything super positive on their work, on how they got here and their efforts in the game. But, you know, full credit to Vic West. If they could really pour it on right now and score a bunch more. But I think they're sort of put in shutter down mode and keep it clean.
Peter Schall coming out now for Vic West, as his day at the office has been a very productive and successful one. He will come out, and it looks like Twazan will also come out. And what more can you say about the work in midfield? He even has a goal to his credit and a lovely strike from distance. And Victor Chen returns to this match, along with Paulo Date. So the original fullbacks that started this match are back into it. And we'll see where they end up deploying. Chen was originally a right fullback, right fullback. Easton still has that position. They've moved him and Date up into midfield, it looks like. Daniels popping that one forward. Knight. That's the call from Robertson to make the ball forward. Goes unheeded. Costering back into this match. Robertson now has it, but he's offside. And the kick afterwards, that's going to be his day done. Well, you called it there. Vince, we will not end this night 11 on 11. In the 83rd minute, a second yellow gets him his red for unsporting conduct.
I didn't see it ending that way, though. That's a soft way to go. Yeah, he just obviously he's frustrated, and Blaze, he's animated. He's lots of heart, but you can tell he's frustrated and just done with the day.
It's a like you say, it is by the laws of the game. That kind of conduct after the whistle is going to get you a card instantly.
Oh, no. And well done to the referee. I mean, you have to call that, and he did, and away you go. But it's too bad. I wasn't thinking that'd be the way we'd see extra booking.
Both of those cards for Robertson, he got the one for all the extracurriculars after the whistle in the 61st minute, and then kicks the ball away after the whistle in the 83rd. So nothing from the direct run of play, which has to be extra frustrating.
Well, in the 61st minute, I can at least say that's part of the play in a way where, there was a kerfuffle with the teams and, gathering of minds to discuss things and puff their chests out a bit. This was just a kicking the ball at someone.
Gathering of minds, hey?
Yeah, well,
I'm going to use that euphemism for the rest of my days. Thank you, Vince. Meanwhile, ball crossed in. Oh, there was looking for the run of Mackenzie Cole to add his name to it. Nelson, no. Equally threatening. Chips it forward, looking for Almardi. Cole can't find the handle on it, though. Chen. Thought about winding up, goes low, trickles through. Now Cole gets the shot off. Nelson's follow-up is bar and over. Oh, you would have put money on Nelson to make it 6-1 there.
Ouch.
Bar and over, and a little trip over Den Hartog for good measure. Cole's great save by Den Hartog on Cole, first of all, but then Nelson. Oh. I'm sure he won't be too upset since he's already got one and it's currently 5-1. But still, nice little turn.
You know what? He will be upset with himself, I guarantee you. He should have done better with that, and he knows it.
That is what the good strikers always are upset with themselves. I've always heard that it doesn't matter how big or how small the game is, even the small misses, they will run that tape back if it exists over and over. Date has moved back into his right back position here. Chen stays forward. Actually, Date moving more as a defensive midfielder, letting Easton stay back. Oh
wow.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Almardi? Salem Almardi.
Nice hit.
In the 86th minute is toying with his food here. Date will get credit for the assist on this, but Almardi sees the keeper off his line and just floats it over. Oh, that's the amount of sauce on that is uncalled for.
Yeah, he's cooking. He is cooking.
Date enters the score sheet with an assist. Almardi has 2 after being fairly well defended for the first 2/3 of this game. Almardi with 2 goals in the 80th and 86th minutes. And from distance, Kallstring tries to double his tally but does not hit the target.
Well, Arturo, before I know we're winding down to the end here,
We'll take a look.
and before we get to, after we just see this nice hit from Salem again, I want to say how much of a pleasure it's been working the last couple of years. I've been following your work the last few, and even go back to the Highlanders days when you did the play-by-play, and I know my sort of way exiting out of the VISL, I'll really look back and enjoy these times that we had with in the booth, and got to learn a little bit about play-by-play and color commentating, and it's been fun. So thank you very much for the last couple of years, the last few years of being involved, and hope you are going into the future.
Thank you so much, Vince. And likewise, thank you for being the guy to first give me the call to cover the Jackson Cup. I still have the John Shaw goal call burned in my brain from that year.
Yeah, that's right, John Shaw.
And likewise, your advice and insight and memory and everything that you know about the players here has been invaluable for every cup final we've done together. So if this is indeed the last one, it's going to be a very tearful thank you from me to you.
I must say that's probably the toughest part about change like this, as Patty's going to slot one here. Maybe not.
Gets the block.
I jinxed him.
The
community feel and the players you get to know after. I know I've been involved for about 25 years, so you get to learn and know a lot of these players and their families, and graduating to masters from Div 1, and it's just been it's been a great league to be part of, and I hope the community continues to support the league, and amateur soccer continues to grow and flourish.
Well, as long as I get the tap on the shoulder to come call it, I will be here. Almardi, is he seriously going to get 3 here as he gets past Robson into the area? He's got Nelson at the top. He will go for Cole at the cross. I don't mind the idea, actually. Cole was making a good run there. The balls couldn't connect with him. Tate now has Chen and Date in midfield. He'll go back to Bandal. In the 89th minute, it's academic at this point, barring a collapse, the likes of which we have never seen.
No, it's...
Vic West will not only claim a domestic double, having taken the League One or the Div 1 title and the Sir John Jackson Cup. It will be their 3rd cup in as many years. And there will be one more substitution here, as it looks like they will bring Brian Da Cruz out and they will bring Michael Moon in for a few minutes here at the end of the game.
Well, speaking about a guy that's been around for almost as many years as I have, not longer, actually. Actually, I think he started with my team back in the day. Yeah, with the Victoria Athletics. I remember calling him getting called up to play some games with us. Mike Moon. He's, yeah, it's great to see him still involved.
That clearance, we hit the 89th and now 90th minutes, so it's, I have to imagine there will maybe be 1 or 2 minutes for the kerfluffles added on. But for that point, I think the referee will probably, hopefully, mercifully end this thing before it gets too much further. It has been Vic West coming out into the second half and annihilating Cowichan, who haven't gone away. They've done what they can to try and defend against the mass of guns arrayed against them. But ultimately, there's a reason Vic West scored 66 goals so far in their Div 1 campaign. They've added another 6 here. Mackenzie Cole, can he make it 7? Denhartic denies him. And Campanelli will opt to not charge in and tap it in.
Asher Arturo, I hate to throw this little at you, but this will be Vic West's 3rd trophy of the year.
Ooh, they won one more, didn't they?
They did. The Newark Cup Winners' Cup. That features a battle between the previous year's league winner and Jackson Cup winner. So this past one, it was Lake Hill and Vic West that went at it because they were the top 2 teams. And Vic West was victorious in that one. So it's been a lot of silverware for Vic West this year. And of course, they'll be looking to make some noise in the Provincial Cup, which is the next big test.
Because you've already got the domestic treble, why not go for the quad?
Well, I think they won all 5, but that's obviously getting a little bit ahead of themselves with the national championship, and their club has won one, as you know.
That's right. Denhartic with another save. What he's been able to see, Denhartic has not looked too shabby at doing. There's only so much a keeper can do against an offense like this. And this offense has just powered itself to its 3rd Jackson Cup in a row. Your 2025 Sir John Jackson Cup champions, Vic West FC. See Mackenzie Cole there. He came on at the end to try and add his name to the score sheet. Wasn't able to do it, but his teammates certainly were. It was 1-0 Cowichan at the end of the first half. Costering scoring off of a little set-piece trickery from Devin Jack, but then the second half was all Vic West. Here they all are. So first, Devin Jack's free kick flicked in by Costering, 1-0. And you begin to think, wait a minute, this isn't how this is supposed to go. Could this really be something? Cowichan giving themselves and everyone hope. And Devin Jack even almost made it 2-0, which in the long run still wouldn't have been enough, but it looked pretty darn good. Pritchard, though, the header over, knocked forward by Campanelli, and then tapped in by Whibley. And that started things off. That made it 1-1. Pritchard to Campanelli to Whibley. And then the floodgates opened. Chen underneath the dummy from Whibley in the 56th minute hits Dorian Toison, who just spanks this thing from distance. Then Patty Nelson holds up, dekes around a portion of the team, and coolly slots one right along the deck. It's 3-1 at this point in the 58th minute. That was only 2 minutes after Toison's goal. And then Nelson plays provider. That was the 50th minute goal again. Then it's Nelson playing provider in a bit of a 1-2 here, as calling his own number, so to speak. Whibley gets his second goal in the 71st minute on a short corner 1-2 with Patty Nelson. And then Salem Almardi decides he wants to get involved, does the incredible work to bring it down with the ball there from Campanelli, his second assist in the 80th minute. Almardi finishes it near post top corner. And then finally Almardi from distance has a hit, because why not? Bloops it over the head of a stunned Denhartic. And that, in the 86th minute, was the final goal scored. 6-1, Vic West. The dynasty continues. They have the Cup Winners' Cup. They have the league title. They have the Sir John Jackson Cup. Their 25th Cup, a quarter century of cups going all the way back to 1916. They won the second one ever, and they've won the 3 most recent, in addition to the other 22 in between those. $66 goals scored in the regular season. They still have Powell River to go. They will look forward to finishing off their league campaign in style. They will look forward to the Provincial Cup. It's not over for Vic West, but it is over for the 2025 Sir John Jackson Cup. My name is Roturo for Vince Greco. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you next year.